Blow that whistle, bitch. Blow it. Blow that whistle, bitch. Fuck it, I'm done.
You were happy in the moment, yeah, you know it. But the time is ticking away.
Hello and good morning. Oh my goodness. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Nope, still a little soft. One second.
Is like a hive. The thoughts
Oh my
intrusive
goodness.
are just bees buzzing to stay alive, distracted and elusive. They collide within my mind, and I struggle to think with my thoughts in a bind.
There we go. There we go. Okay.
Lost in thought
Yeah.
and wonder.
Yeah. I saw the volume levels. I was like, ah, fuck.
The complexity leads me to ponder.
Hello and good morning, my crafty creatures. You will see my camera is not aimed properly at my project because I was moving around and working on weird spots. Because while $7.99 is a very strong and filling color, it has a lot of weird spots. So this morning, I was filling in some weird spots. In addition to doing my touch-up for my display table, fixing my favoriteest music box by giving it a brand new coat of paint. Tonight it's gonna, not tonight, after stream is done, it's gonna get a blue-purple overlay to the paint that I put on it. It has a color. I have a color shift that I absolutely love to use, so I'm going to be using that. And then I'm going to be sealing all of it so none of it chips again and all that happy fun. I have been busy. I've also been working on my commission flowers, and I have half the petals of the lily done. I have the little base green done, and I have all the stamens done on it. So I have three more petals, 2 leaves, and then I have to assemble stuff. I am trucking. It's only 10 a.m. I've done all those things just before 10 a.m. So I had my energy drink today, which just happens to be Mountain Dew. Oh, no, there is. I will pull out the camera. Like right now, the work looky camera is not properly aimed. So, let's see if I can. That is a live view of all I have left. This is the page divide. So all of this right here, that's all I have left. I did the math yesterday. Yesterday, when I logged off stream, I had 7,932 stitches left. I have done 37 stitches, so I have 7,800. No, not a lot at all. I am pumped, and apparently I have eye gunky, so 1 second. I was like, why are my eyes uncomfortable? It's because I have the sharp, pointy, sleepy seed things in them that I didn't clean out enough this morning. Oh. There we go. Oh. See, and it's funny because I'm like, I only have 7,000 left, and people are like, that's a lot. I'm like, no, it's really not. Okay, so I was just trying to figure out where I needed to move myself. I'm working on the $7.99 does have clumps of color, so that's what I've been working on is the clumps. Now I gotta adjust everything now. I am, again, guys, if I happen to be working on this on a day that I'm not streaming and I get to the point where I'm going to end, I will be logging on and like memorializing the end of almost 5 years. I mean, some of you guys started watching almost 2 years ago, or subscribing just under 2 years ago, and you've been following me in this journey. I saw a picture of her from last year, and it was a row up and like only 2 pages in, so there's been a lot of progress. Okay, so I have started. Now I gotta zoom in. Yeah, where we're starting today is a clump of color right here. I'm hoping by the end of today to have about 7,500 stitches left. In that ballpark. And we'll be working on $7.99 this entire program because there are 982 stitches left of it. I washed. I did scrub down all of the other pieces other than the tabletop, because I disassembled a breakfast tray, a bed breakfast tray thing, is the display table that I've been working on. So I disassembled it, and I am fixing it, and I'm getting ready to I gotta repair a couple things, and the pieces that I don't have to repair will be getting painted today, and that will also be getting the blue purple overtones, and then a lacquer. It's funny because husband creature has to be at work at 7:30. So today I'm generally awake when he gets up because I have to wake up when he does to take my Synthroid, because it quite honestly takes an hour for it to even start thinking about working in my system. So while I'm awake, I'm not functional. And so this morning, the dogs mostly stayed in bed until his alarm went off. And I told husband creature, I'm like, nope. These assholes are going to be, they will get up and get fed when I get up and start feeding myself, which is 7:30. It's a whole hour after he starts waking up. But they're kind of dicks, and if we start getting up earlier on our days off, they will continue to be dicks. So I am keeping them at the 7:30, 8 o'clock feeding window. And this morning, because Cesar is only an idiot some of the time, he has put 2 and 2 together. And he's like, well, if I give her loves, maybe she'll get up and she will feed me because I'm annoying. Little does he know that I totally enjoy the cuddles because I am the spare human and he ignores me most of the time. So I enjoy the cuddles, and he hasn't quite grasped that yet. So we're gonna keep that under covers. But he's right now guarding my chair. Because that's what he does. He's really good at guarding the chair. He's a good boy. And they're so funny. Let's see if I can. I don't have any of my big lights on today, but that's my guard crew. Okay, and one more. Yay, blocks of color. Yesterday I got a little over 300 stitches done, which I was pleased with. I can be happy with a little over 300 stitches, especially with as much as this all over the place this stuff moves. Like I'm lucky to get a section like I'm working on right now that is just a block. I had to do a lot of bouncing around before I could hone in on just one block of color. Oh, and I said July 1st I would be opening up presents. I'm sorry. That was some misinformation. I want to get Buffalo Woman done real bad, so I'm trying to keep my focus in on not like 50 billion projects all over the place. But I am working on presents. I'm getting it going. Honestly, I'm thinking first round of presents is probably going to be my little pterodactyl dude. He's cute. Oops. He's not all done yet, so that's why I didn't open it up again. But he's just a head and shoulders right now. I'm hoping to have his body done in the next couple days, but he's going to be a little pterosaur. Oh, stretch! Oh, stretch! So you can see my Pinkie Pie t-shirt that says Party Hard. Which I wear for pajamas, because if you're gonna... my version of Party Hard is sleep. Oh, that was a good stretch. Thank you, Dast. Oh, so last night was a rough night at work. So, in passing medications, we are supposed to do 3 checks. We are supposed to check the med to the MAR, which is the medication administration record. We're supposed to check that and make sure that everything matches. And mind you, I'm partial to blame for this going as long as it did. But also meds sometimes change, and we have little change of like, hey, look at the, please refer to the MAR kind of deal, with the stickers. So this didn't really click until I was like, hey, I have to order some of this. Why are we blowing through it so fast? So I found a med error that my boss actually was the one who made, and I had to call my boss, and I was like, you messed up. And we had a long conversation about it. Because, again, I should have caught it sooner because the area that I was in is one that I'm in a lot. Like, I should have caught it faster, and I didn't. So, but we caught it. We worked on it. My boss is great in the fact that it's not whataboutism, and the med was very mundane. It wasn't anything that was going to like, oh my goodness, OD. Very, very minimal pill. But it happened, so we have to address it and move forward. And that's what I like about my boss. It's not, oh, hey, you made a mistake, you're an awful human being. Hey, you made a mistake, how do we move forward? Including herself. Hey, I made a mistake, how do I make it so these don't happen again? And I don't always see when a new order comes in, or I would gladly check, like, if I knew when new meds came in, or they changed, or did little hokey pokey, I would gladly double check and be like, hey, yo, whoops. But I don't have that opportunity, so I wasn't able to do it. But that was a lot of paperwork last night, and I didn't get near as much as I wanted to done. Okay, I'm getting ready to do a big stretch. A big stretch. Okay, so there's that. Okay, there are the two. There are the two? No. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we got this one. Okay. So then we go out to this one. So we got that. Okay. And then because this is also the area where I messed up a little bit, so I have to work around my whoopsies. But I just did. I got it done. Of course. There we go. I wasn't paying enough attention. I'm sorry, guys. I failed you. I'm just staring at my cross stitch. But, I don't, there are a couple people at my workplace that just don't listen to me. And one of them happens to be a woman who just thinks that she is right and everybody else sucks, and that's the end of the story. She's not open for negotiation. She's not willing to listen. Like, in the year and a half that I've worked there has been no progress in getting her to even think that there are other viewpoints out in the world. So I was trying to explain what had happened with the med error and what I had been doing, and all she had was little snide remarks. Oh, well, she finally made a mistake. How'd she? And it's like, this is the toxicity. If you make a mistake, mistakes are okay, people. If you are listening to me, even if you're not watching me, making mistakes is perfectly okay. It's what you do about them to either prevent them in the future or work on them that makes you the person you are. Mistakes happen. And this woman just, oh, Little Miss Perfect made a mistake. Yes, she openly makes mistakes. She knows and admits that she makes mistakes. I have never had an instance where my boss is like, no, I didn't do that. It's like, yeah, you did. And she will admit it. And it was just so frustrating. It's like, what do you... She's not painting herself out to be a saint or anything like that. But why are you nagging on her? But it's just so frustrating. It's like, I make a lot of mistakes. Like, anyone who is cross-stitched or tried cross-stitching is like, oh, Sarah, you do such great work. Yes, my work is phenomenal. But half of my work comes from being able to work around the mistakes that I've made and that I don't realize till 8 pages later, and there's no fucking way I'm going back and fixing that one little mistake. So, mistakes happen. It's what you do to accommodate yourself and your environment that shows your true character. Hill I will die on. And it's also how you treat others who have made mistakes. I am very forgiving in most areas. There are some areas that if you know that no, you don't get a second chance with that. There's too much at risk for you to get a second chance at that. How about we try this thing over here? So, sorry, I was disconnected. So, again, asked if you want on Friday, if you have spoons. Much like me last time I could stream on a Friday, I overspooned myself. And Dast was amazing. She's like, no, you need to rest. Mostly because I just couldn't. I got home and I was toast. But I think I'll have spoons this Friday. It was rule 0. Blah 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 blah. Oh, okay, that's where I was going. So, okay, I'm like, better not disconnect it again. One of my coworkers, teenager, well, she's not a teenager anymore. She's gonna be 21 here soon. 21 and 20 some odd days because I hear it every day at work. But she was moving, and she needed a Wednesday off. Now, this just happened to be the Wednesday that I had off, and I was like, no, I'm not doing another work marathon, because it was my Wednesday off, and then I would have to work Thursday, Friday, and then I would have, mind you, I would have Saturday and Sunday off. But she wanted to swap shifts, so I was like, okay. And it turns out that in swapping my day off for her day off, I got a 3-day weekend. And she got 2 days in a row off where she has to move. So, not even like neither of us really thinking about it. We both really got a good deal out of it. So, I got a 3-day weekend and she got 2 days in a row so she can appropriately move. But I've also learned, like, at work, I was talking to my coworkers about how the best things happen to me when I'm not paying attention and I'm ultimately just doing things to be nice. Like, sometimes I do plan things out, and I do, I don't want to say I have ulterior motives, but I have made sure that I can handle what I'm agreeing to, or that I can afford, and those are the things where, like, bad things, I don't get bad things happening to me, but it doesn't fill over the top good. And honestly, just I knew she had to move and I had the day off, so I was just gonna swap her day off, not even caring what day it was. It could have been the Monday. I didn't care. Whatevs. But just having it work out that it was the Friday, and then I had the 2 weekend days off, so it was very awesome kind of deal. Ooh, okay, the stretch that I'm about to do is 30 stitches long. From here to here. Okay, let's get this done. Let's see if I can angle the camera a little bit better here. It looks funny on my end because I have a very squished version of what you guys see. And I do watch my stream afterwards, and I know that you guys are getting phenomenally clear view of my dirty cross stitch. Speaking of dirty cross stitches, Captain Penis or Call Dance Dionysus and Divine Instinct are going to be the two that are coming to the frame next. It'll be, I think it's gonna be a alternating kind of thing where 1 week Divine Instinct will get 3 days, and then well, let me think. I do. Because these guys are still small enough that I don't mind like bringing them downstairs. Buffalo Woman just in the corner that I'm currently working on makes it very hard to access because it's rough. But the boys are still relatively not put together, so I can access all their angles. And I mean, I could probably get Buffalo Woman a little bigger, but I did, or smaller, I should say. But I like having the wide stretch. When taking pictures, it actually gives a halfway decent show of what she looks like without having to take her off her frame. Which is, oh my goodness. These frames, I love them. I love stretcher bar frames, especially for bigger pieces. But they are a monster to wrangle. It's funny, I was showing my boss the picture I took for the hitting 96%, because I haven't posted it on my Facebook page yet. That'll be tomorrow. I'll have the rollout picture with the numbers and whatnot. But I was like, do you remember when she was just this corner and it was the upper left hand corner where it was just like 1,000 stitches and it was just dark blue? You had no idea what it was. Do you remember? And because I try to go into my boss's office with things that are not work related. Do I have work related stuff that I talk to her about? Absolutely. But sometimes she doesn't need to always hear about work stuff. And I was telling my boss, I'm like, as soon as I find out the days that I can transport, I'm gonna be taking them off to get her down to the Freiburg Fair, or up to the it's down to the Freiburg Fair. And I was telling her, I'm like, it's a long drive. It's not a it's a 6-hour round trip to drop her off for this fair, and I will be taking off probably it's probably gonna be a Friday and a Monday. I told her, and I'm like, this means a lot to me. I'm gonna take these days because I don't generally take days off. It's just not what I do. But this is 5 years of work. This is you guys. This is a big milestone. This is the biggest project that I have ever done. I can't say that for too much longer because both Call Dance and Divine are bigger than Buffalo Woman. But it has opened a new segment of cross stitch to me. Is the tapestry version. I laughed and I told my boss, I'm like, I need to take a couple of sick days, and I used the air quotes because I'm like, I only have 7,000 stitches. I have 7,900 stitches left. I might need a couple sick days, and she just laughed because I won't. As tempted as I would be to be like, heh, 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 I won't. No, I can't make that. I cannot make that promise once we get down to under 1,000. There might be a sleepless night. Or secretly hoping that I would have wall hits, but I don't. So I still gotta kind of count. Skip 4 and 3 less. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3 less. This will be the end of another piece of string. I'm tearing through it like nobody's business. it's fun because I've gone from 1,019 is what I started out with this number. Now we're at 880, so we're cruising through. Let's see. I'm also at the end of, I'm almost at the end of this piece of string, so I'm trying to decide if I just want to end, if I want to tackle some, because out in, let's see, where am I? Out in this area, there's some, just rogue little single cluster stitches going on. I mean, we have a few rows of the final cluster here before we move on to our next adventure. So I think I'm gonna at least mark where. Last and one, because it is one of those weird ones. Oh. And then skip one and two over. Okay, so we're gonna finish up this block of color we started out on. Then we're gonna move on to our next big block of color. I can do the stragglers later on. I'm looking in the back, realizing I'm gonna be spending quite a bit of time just not securing stitches, but cleaning up my mess. I have 8 drawers left to clean up and put in my giant organizational crafty chest thing. I'm loving it so far. I've managed to get all of my diamond painting kits all have their own little slot, so that I don't have to, when I'm playing the games of what one should I do next, I don't have to fight with too much. I've been organizing my bigger beads and the weird things that I have. You know, having small craft business, you have so many little moving parts that you don't even think about. And then you're like, oh, I gotta clean all this, and then you realize I have a lot of shit. So we're on that right there, and we go 2 over. But I have so many just little things that are vital to whenever I'm doing something, and now that I have to clean and organize, and I mean, it's nice because I have space so that I don't have as many piles in the way, but at the same time I'm just astounded at how much I have. Oh, jeez. cluster color that I want to work on. Okie doke. I'll go back up to one of the areas we were working on yesterday. Keep moving all my stuff. Ugh. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna go. Okay, so there's that. This area. Nope. Oh my goodness. We'll back it up just a little bit here. This spot is actually a really good area to be working on because it can go down and it goes over. We're gonna go down first, then we'll go over. Much as I like you guys being able to see what I'm doing, I also need to see what I'm doing. At least a little bit. At least comfortably. I can eat and cross stitch at the same time. Only through the assistance of my tools, and let me tell you, cross stitching right-handed is really weird. Chocolate cashews. Oh my goodness. There we go. I don't know. However many times I listen to this song, because this is the soundtrack to my stream, yo. I think of Schust. The song makes me think of Schust. I'm gonna I'm gonna have to find my new bobbin of $7.99 here. Or not my new bobbin, my new skein. I have it. I have it in the container. It's just I didn't think I'd need it this soon. Working 9 to 5. What's going through my head right now? Like, yeah, we can have the outside music all we want. My head is full of all kinds of All kinds of stuff. I won't even say just music. It's just full of stuff. Woo! uh, I there's almost there's when my brain goes quiet, I start to worry. I wonder what it's plotting. I've only made my brain go completely quiet like once or twice, and it's terrifying. Mildly terrifying. Closed up actually. Like closed up quite a bit in here. That's some nice blending.
We stand here together, united as one. One tribe. A feeling from deep inside. A sense of victory and euphoria. Look at us now. United as one. This is our destiny.
Okay, that is the last line of just filling the spots. Now it's back to kind of paying attention. I like it. Got some nice blending going on there. Yeah. Oops. Would figure I could select it for when I didn't want to frog it. The inverse rule of frogging. What I love about working the last color just on a page is like, okay, you just fill in the empty holes. Now, I don't know what color is going to be the last color. Like, legitimately, I don't know what color will be the last one I work on. Just because I randomly pick colors. But let me tell you, it's getting down there. Doopy-doo. I mean, there's always the option to sluice it with water and dump it in that way. Water sluicing. Or if you use bar soap, just like a single little curl of bar soap. It's funny. I have a shirt that if the spirit moves me, if it moves me, I'm gonna tie it today, and try to do a dye pattern on it. Because it's a nice shirt. Like, it's a shirt that I could even wear to work, kind of deal. Funny enough, and it has absolutely nothing to do with the 4th of July, is I want to do, I want the dye colors to be red and blue, and where they mix purple, but I also want some of the white of the shirt to still show. So that's kind of what I'm working on. I want to find a tie pattern that is just neat. So, and a 3-color tie, 2-color tie pattern, and I want to. I'm hoping I can find something neat. But that's a maybe, because I have other things that I've already started today. I have things that I've already started today that I will be getting done today. So. Okay, so this one right here. Oh, oh, I love those. I wish we had some of those in the state. Like I would be all over that in a heartbeat. I know my mom actually makes laundry detergent, and she made me some, and it worked phenomenally. Because she has sensitive skin due to her red hair. I, I could probably roll around in poison ivy and then just brush it off like nobody's business. I have a very thick hide, physically at least. Um, and my mom has like super sensitive butterfly skin, so when she makes stuff, I know that if she can handle it, I totally can handle it, and it worked phenomenally. I think it was just washing soda, lavender oil, and borax, and it was really good. I haven't had the spoons. And maybe some lye or something to clean to scrub the clothes. But actually, that's the washing soda. Yeah, the washing soda, lavender oil, and borax. I think was all she had in her washing stuff. And I mean the lavender oil is optional, but she just likes the smell of lavender. And it was lavender oil she made, so it was literally lavender flowers uh, boiled in mineral oil. So, I mean, I know where I get my craftiness from. It's just whether or not I have the spoons to. Ah, I lost my spot. Okay, there. No, this is not cool. Really? Really? This? Okay, whatever. Screw you and the horse you rode in on. I I would love like I prefer glass because the glass is easier to recycle. But glass is also very breakable. So I'd be like, yeah, glass containers, refill them. I would opt into that, or even just buying one plastic container that you can bring in and refill. I would do that. I totally would do that. Well, I have, and mind you, these are my own personal versions, but I have these. I have the Skittles M&Ms, and they have the twist on cap. So I use them for when I make dye batches. Like I have different flavors and strengths of dye that I put in. So when I'm like, oh hey, I want to do this, or hey, let's try this. Like I already have the dye made, and I'm not wasting it. Whereas when I first started, I would dunk it in and dump it out. Like I wouldn't save any of the dye, which I did learn you can. Sometimes you have to reheat it and reconstitute it, but that's not a problem. Um, but yeah, I try to reuse and upcycle all that I can. Holds beads. It makes really good for my I intend on doing some basket-ish projects, and I want to have them lined. So I'll probably use some of the round clear containers that I have, spray paint them black, and have them as inserts. I use a lot of black spray paint. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And funny enough, with the well, there's something big going on outside. One second, I'm gonna keep up my cameras. Um, with my with I bought a shawl pattern very recently, and it opened my eyes so that crochet cross stitch. I'll actually be able to take like a cross stitch pattern, a small cross stitch pattern, and I could crochet a shawl utilizing this person's techniques, which I think is phenomenal. Something is going on. I So I bought a paw print shawl for me. I have rainbow lace thread that it's gonna be my shawl. I'm gonna be a little paw print old lady. But I'm gonna share their secrets because I can. And probably experienced crocheters already know this. They're like, duh, raw. This is a new craft for me. It's kind of like me going off on like, hey, you can also use cross stitch for, you can use pixel art for cross stitch. You can do perler beads with cross stitch. You can you can do loom weaving with cross stitch patterns. You can do all of these things with cross stitch pattern because it is real life pixel art. But oh, my device appears to be offline, which kind of sucks. But so this person they gave me the pattern for the first 5 rows, but then they're like, okay, so if it's empty, it's a double, 2 single, and another double. Now your double counts as the line in between. Now when you fill, it's 4 double. So when you see the dot squared in, it's 4 double crochets. Then you go across. Yeah, so that's. I was like, oh, that's a neat concept. That's ridiculously simple. Why didn't I think of that? But I'm like, I'm sure glad you thought of that, and I spent the $1.50 on this pattern because yeah. I would like to see my cameras because there's loud things going on outside. That was not 58 minutes ago. Or maybe it was. Okay, well my cameras aren't letting me see the outside. They're telling me stuff is in fact outside, but they're not letting me see, which is a cruel annoyance. Okay, so. Because I live where all the cool kids do. Doo-be-doo. We're moving down this way. Okay, so we're traveling. I'm just a we're in a traveling band. We just heard this. It's a Shoost summon because this is what this song makes me think of Shoost. The song is telling me that Shoost needs to be summoned. We say his name enough. That's always how it's happened before. You say his name, he shows up. That's still how it still works, or has he changed his MO? Gappa 3, Gappa 3. Oh, that's fair. I keep forgetting time zones are a thing. And the fact that he stays up to the ass crack of God knows when. Okay, so there's that. OBS is being a bitch face. That one there is our rogue weird spot. Gotta check out my stuff, yo. There's the ant. Okay. I'm filling in the weird spots. And apparently husband creature, so. Cause he gets an hour lunch break, so. And he doesn't work too far away, so he comes home for lunch. Hello, my love.
The thoughts intrusive are just bees buzzing to stay alive, distracted and elusive. They collide within my mind, and I struggle to think with my thoughts in a bind, and I push to the brink of insanity. Lost in thought, I wander down a path to my inner world. The complexity leads me to ponder, and the depths of my emotions swirl.
Trying to get this little section done before.
The inspiration they mold in their buzzing,
I know, he's home, yes.
a reminder of the power I hold. So I embrace the bees within my brain, even when they drive me insane.
And even though I spend all morning telling Cesar that he will be back, it's okay, he still feels the need, like he just walked in and bumped my elbow going, see, I told you you'd be back. Even though he's in reality spent the entire morning going, oh my goodness, he's deserted me. Like, yeah. I don't know. See if I can figure out this weird maze of Stitchadoos. Stitchadoos and Stitchadon'ts. Okay. Switching out string. So I can do a little scraggly bit down this way, because that's what I'm working on. Oh, that's not what I wanted. This feels like the same three songs I have are. Oh. That's where it went. Oh my god. There we go. There we go. Oh. It seemed to get stuck on the dark side. 276 stitches so far. Woo. We'll get another 300 today. At least I'm hoping that. I'm gonna go go to a bit more of a color heavy area so I can guarantee those 30 stitches. Oh my goodness. Okay. So. There we go. This little area has about 30 stitches. So. And it's a little less confusing. Oh my goodness. I thought I'd escaped that for the day. Guess not. Oh my goodness. Two less. Oh my goodness. like filling in the weird little white gaps that you guys can't see me working on because it's down too far. Okay. So, yeah, these little gaps, I love filling them in. I don't know what I was thinking with that stitch. Maybe I wasn't thinking. There. Now, funny enough, this is one of the areas where I don't have a counting area. Counting error. So, easy just to do the things. Okay, I'm gonna get down this line, and then I'm gonna call it a little early, because I got the 300 stitches I was aiming for. Let's see, am I over? Ooh, I'm at 96.3%. So I'm over the 0.25 I was hoping for. So overall, I have reached several of my little goals today. But I'm gonna finish up using this piece of floss because it's the last chunk, and then I have to find the other skein, and I have to do all kinds of fun stuff. So it was meant to be. It was meant to be to end a little early today. Okay, so we're gonna go here. One, two, and leave that one. So Okie doke. So, that is going to end my little spree tonight. Or today, or whatever time of the day it is for you. I will not be on tomorrow, but I will be on Thursday from 9 to noon. I will see everybody then. Have a great day. Drink your water, take your meds, be kind to yourself, and if you have the spoons, be kind to others. I have a ginormous dog here who recognizes speech patterns and really, really wants to go OUT. So, everybody, have a fantastic day. Cesar, go.